We will begin by focusing on wiring the schematic, which includes adding wire connections, power ports, net labels, and signal ports to establish a structured and functional design. Ensure the processor_interface schematic sheet is the active document in the design space. It contains a partially completed schematic. To begin, connect pin 1 to pin 17 on the header. Go to Place, Wire, or using the keyboard shortcut PW, or this can be done from the active bar. Move the cursor to the tip of pin 1 of the header. You will see a cross appear, indicating you are on the pin's electrical hotspot, ensuring electrical connectivity in the physical design. Left-click when the hotspot is active to begin placing a wire segment. As you move the cursor away from the pin, you will notice the wire is added to the pin. Press the spacebar to flip the angle of the wire if needed. A new segment will be added with each left click until another electrical hotspot, such as another pin, is selected to complete the placement of this first wire. Complete the connection from pin 1 to pin 17. Place a small segment above the pin as shown. This is where a power port will be added later in this video. During placement of a segment, right-click once to stop the current segment but remain in placement mode. If you've completed the wire connection, you will not need to right-click to cancel the command. Connect pins 9, 25, and 39 together using the method described above. Let's now focus on power ports. Place a ground port from the active bar, or from the Place Power Port menu. You may need to right-click on the active bar if the ground port is not visible. Place ground ports on the connections on the header, and directly on the pins of the two capacitors. Use the spacebar to rotate the power ports if needed. When finished, press Escape or right mouse click to exit placement. Next, place the remaining power ports, again using the active bar, or from the Place Power Port menu. You may need to right-click on the active bar to select the appropriate power port. With a power port on your cursor, hit the Tab key to change the properties. Change the name to 3v3 and ensure the style is set to bar. Press Enter or click on the pause symbol to continue the placement of the power port. Power ports can be rotated using the spacebar while moving them. Place the power port 3v3 on the connection above pin 1 and directly onto one of the capacitors. Repeat the process above and place the power port 5V on the connections on pin 2, pin 4, and the remaining capacitor. When complete, the schematic should look like this. In the next steps, we will place net labels and signal ports. Using the active bar, place wires on pins 3, 5, and 7 of the 20x2 header. Now place net labels using the active bar, or by going to Place, Net Label, or using the keyboard shortcuts PN. With the Place Net Label command active, press the Tab key to open the Properties panel to enter or change the name of the port. Enter net name SDA1. Press Enter and place the net label on the wire on pin 3 of the header. Now place the remaining net labels, SCL1 and IO_expand_CS. Notice the numeric values will automatically be incremented if the name is the same. The properties of a net label can always be changed by hitting the Tab key during placement, or by selecting the net label and changing its name manually in the Properties panel. To place a negation overbar on a net label, place a backslash after the character requiring the overbar. In this case, IO_C_S. Let's start adding the signal ports. Their role is to enable connections across schematic sheets within a design. Let's place the 3 remaining signal ports using one of the methods previously learned. In this case, the shortcut keys P, R are used. Press the Tab key with the port placement active at the cursor, and change the name of the port to IO_expand_CS in the Properties panel. Set the I/O type to Output. Press Enter or click on the pause symbol to continue placement of the port. Place the IO_expand_CS port near the wire on pin 7 of the header. The port will require 2 left clicks. The first left click defines the left side of the port, and the second left click defines the right side of the port and its length. After placement, change the height of the port to 150 mm so that the bar above the text is not obscured by the port. Now place the remaining 2 ports. Port SDA1 should be set as bidirectional, and port SCL1 should be set as output. Ports will automatically show their I/O type directions, such as input or output, once the placement is complete. The best way to place ports is to set the I/O type in the Properties panel during initial placement, although it is still possible to change the port properties after placement. Save the schematic changes made so far. We explored how to wire a schematic using wires, power ports, net labels, and signal ports. Thanks for watching.